Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about some of my goals I have for the year of 2019 and some of the ideas behind it. So I guess I'll get right into it here. So I'm going to put an image up on screen of my current time to 200 mil all free to play. This is from the CML supplies and EHP page under free to play EHP. And as you can see, I have 24,176 hours until 200 mil all, and currently I am closing in on 7,500 EHP, coming up on 4 years of free to play, by the way, this February. Anyway, so right now I have exactly 10,195 of that EHP left is combat, and the other portion is 13,983 as I'm classifying it non-combat, even though prayer is included in that. I'm separating these two because one category will be killing spiders and the others are actually skilling. So what I have done here is I have separated these two things, and what I have done, the idea behind this, I should start out by saying, is I have 11 skills left, and this is not including hit points and magic because both of those are 0 times skills, so I will not actually be training those. Those will be obviously gained during other skills, and so yeah, no reason for those to be included. But other than that, I have 11 skills left, so I figured, what would be a good goal to go for is 200 mil per year. And this is not in XP or any other form of metric here. I'm going off of EHP here. So if I were to complete an average of 200 mil per year with what skills I have left, I wondered how much that would be. So I did some calculations here. That would be 2,198 EHP per year, just 2 EHP shy of 2,200 EHP a year, and this is for the next 11 years, obviously. That would be 926.8 combat EHP per year and 1,271 non-combat EHP per year, and that would be 6.01 EHP per day, so 6 EHP a day is not too bad. And that would be 2.53 combat EHP per day and 3.48 non-combat EHP per day. So that would be like 2.5 combat, 3.5 non-combat. That's the way I'm going to go off of that. And since I'm probably, I'm going to have a lot of AFK time in the future, so a lot of that, there's no reason for me really to do any Clan Wars melee or ranged, because the majority of it, I'm probably just going to be AFKing at spiders. So I changed that number to what it would be in hours of spiders per day, but it's still going off of EHP because that's the best method is Clan Wars melee. So that would be 3.97 hours of spiders a day, so roughly 4 hours, which really isn't that much. I have quite a bit of time I can just idly kill spiders on the side, which is currently what I'm doing. And this all is not including the new rune crafting method. This new rune crafting method actually saves about 1,600 hours of rune crafting, so that's quite a bit, and that does impact those numbers I stated previously. So that in turn would be 1,119 non-combat EHP per year as opposed to 1,271, and it would be 3.06 non-combat EHP per day. So I guess that's really the numbers I should be going off here. So if I were to gain 3 EHP in non-combat per day and 2.5 combat EHP per day for the next 11 years, I would get 200 mil all free to play. This isn't exactly something that I'm highly considering because I've only played this game for 4 years. I don't know how long I will be able to last, to be honest here. But I figured this would be a good way of like measuring how much I should be gaining per year. And if there's one thing I'm fairly decent at is pacing myself when it comes to these kind of things. So I was also thinking about how much a GP I would need, and this is not exactly accurate. There's a few factors that I should account for if I'm going to be accurately calculating this in the future. But I used a Google Doc that, actually I think it's a spreadsheet, but I used a spreadsheet that Persiflage made. I'm not going to link this because anybody can edit it, so I don't want somebody editing it and messing it up. So just him and myself have it. But he made a spreadsheet for calculating 200 mil all free to play in terms of buyables, how much GP it will cost. And according to that, I'm pretty sure this is not including body tiaras for rune crafting, and there's might be a few other things it's not including, but it is including diamonds for crafting and addy plates for smithing. Those are two different options you can choose besides like rubies or like rubies for crafting or rune items for smithing. And according to this, I have to spend another 6.885 bill for 200 mil all free to play, which means I would need to make approximately 1.7 mil GP per day. And this would equate to 4.2 hours of amethyst mining per day. Which doesn't, it seems like quite a lot. I don't know if I can average 4.2 hours of amethyst a day. So, but there's one thing I thought of after I came to this conclusion is I'm not going to be mining amethyst while doing stuff like crafting or smithing, because those are pretty AFK skills, right? So, most likely I'll be rune crafting at the very least, and that's at the moment, that's about 1.7 mil per hour on it by itself. So, yeah. And another thing I thought of is how ZMI right now. You can do ZMI. I could run ZMI in my alt and probably do crafting quite easily, and I can make 4 mil an hour with that. So that is definitely something I could consider in the future if I were to do that with crafting. I could probably afford it straight up, do diamonds to 200 mil, because I wouldn't be spending 4 mil per hour. I'm guessing I'd probably be spending maybe like 3 mil an hour. So yeah, that would work out quite nicely. I'm guessing there are people doing ZMI at all times of the day, so it wouldn't be too hard to find a runner, or not a runner, but a rune crafter, I should say. I haven't really looked into this too much, by the way, so I'm not an expert on the subject or anything. But anyway, so for my 2019 year, I also calculated how many days I'm going to be spending in school, not including the weekends or breaks. So during this spring semester, I have 68 days of school. And there's also something I haven't mentioned on my YouTube channel yet until now. I'm most likely going to be doing a study abroad this summer, so that also will last 41 days. I might talk about that later in the video, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to several different countries in Europe, and this will last 41 days if I didn't say that already. And yeah, as I said, I'll go into more detail later. And then in the fall, I have 67 more days of school. So in total, I have 176 days this year that are dedicated to school, not including weekends and breaks, as I mentioned before. So that's quite a bit of AFK time for spiders. My idea is that I'm probably going to get way more combat XP than I am non-combat XP, just because of that fact. So I'm not really too worried about how much combat XP I gain per day. Most likely in the future I will run out of combat in general, so I'm going to have to resort to something else AFK, and the two things that I can think of that would be an okay replacement for that would be runesmithing, which would be profitable for one, and it's semi-AFK. I think I could probably handle that during like a class or something and still pay attention. But obviously it wouldn't be as AFK as killing spiders. And also I could AFK woodcut. AFK woodcutting, if you're paying attention, is about 60k XP per hour, which isn't too far off the EHP rate for it with 3 ticking, which was 78.5k per hour. So it's not too much of an XP difference in that as well. So to word everything I just said more concisely, my goal for 2019 is 2200 EHP year, preferably with 2.5 EHP of combat gained per day and 3 EHP of non-combat EHP gained per day. Hopefully I will be able to pass 100 mil mining by the end of the year. Mining is still going to be my focus, but it is not going to be the only skill I train, because certain skills are useful to train in certain real-life situations. For example, actually, this study abroad trip, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on the bus, so something I figure will be useful to do is 3-tick woodcutting on my iPad. I'm assuming there's going to be Wi-Fi on the bus, so I should be okay in that regard. And the reason I can't do mining is because I mean, I could technically do mining. I could bring up my kicking alt on my phone, and my iPad I could play on my main. But the thing is, I can't really get the superheats down properly, yeah, that's an issue. So I would really prefer to be gaining magic XP along with mining. And if I can't do that, I might as well just do 3-tick willows. So that's most likely what I'm going to be doing with that. So as for this study abroad trip, I have the sheet in front of me right now, and so as for the countries I'm going to be in, the majority of the time it looks like I'm going to be in Germany, but I'm also going to be in, let's see, Austria, Czech Republic, let's see here, Denmark, Sweden, and lastly Finland, it looks like. So gonna be visiting the Scandinavians, it seems. And yeah, for the bus times, it does look like it's gonna be a lot of time spent on the bus. Just reading some of these here, 3 hours 53-minute bus ride, 3 hour 40-minute bus ride, 5 hour 2-minute bus ride, 3 hour 30-minute bus ride, 2 hour 5-minute bus ride. So a lot of time spent waiting. I'm guessing I can probably play a bit of RuneScape in that time. Just to reiterate what I said before very briefly, I don't believe for a fact that I will ever get 200 mil all free to play, but what I am doing with this is just compartmentalizing it, sort of just breaking it up into pieces so that I can at least pace myself to go for it in a semi-timely manner. But yeah, I think if there's anything I'm decent at, it's pacing myself. If you don't know me and didn't watch my previous videos, you wouldn't know this, but I am sort of a long distance runner fanatic in a way. I don't consider myself to be a good distance runner whatsoever. But I like reading about it. I've read several books on like ultra marathoning and stuff like that. But I do enjoy doing it whenever I am in shape. Right now I haven't ran in quite a long time, at least consistently. But last summer I actually sort of set a new personal record for myself. I don't really like go for times exactly, like running this amount of distance in this amount of time. I kind of just like to see how far I can go. So last summer, I actually, right before I moved to where I currently live at my college, I ran for like 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. I think it was like 2 hours and 6 minutes, something like that, which was about 14 miles. I didn't actually like calculate how far I went, but I know for a fact that I always run around 8-minute 30-second mile pace. That's just like how fast I like to go. It's like the perfect medium for me, at least. So I'm pretty sure I ran around 14 miles or so with that. So as for my XP gains this week, 57.57 EHP. That's not too bad. I'd consider that adequate. And as for my day, I seems like I always do very well on Thursdays. I don't really know why. Last week I had about 10 EHP gained on Thursday, and looks like I had about 9 gained yesterday. I usually record these in the mornings on Friday, if you didn't know already. Right now it's actually 2 p.m., but had kind of a late start, but oh well. Yeah. So yeah, typically what I do when I wake up in the morning is just jump on my phone, and I'm usually at Spiders from the night before, and I'll go make coffee or whatever, and relax for a little bit. So I don't stress out about RuneScape like too much. I find it to be not as fun when I do. The only time I really like force myself to play is if I'm doing some sort of record. Which I haven't done since last summer, probably. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a mining day at some point during the break, just so I can set one. It's not going to be anything extreme, probably, but I might attempt a 30-hour again. I say not extreme. By that, I mean not like completely focused for 30 hours. I mean, I'll play for 30 hours, but like if I can't do it perfectly, then, you know, it's not the end of the world. Some people are very serious about their records on this game, and I can't get myself to be one of those people as much as I'd like to. It's very difficult, despite what people might think about records. They take some serious mental challenges to do such things. I promise you. I've had experience. For my month, that is not the right account. That is still not the right account. Oh, oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. As for my month, still about 250 EHP. That's pretty solid. So as for how much EHP per day I'm going to need average for each month, I'm talking very slowly so I can whip out the calculator real quick. 6 EHP per day for 31 days. I need to do about 186 months, which I'm quite far ahead of. This month is definitely going to be an exception because because I'm on break, obviously, and I'm not going to have too many of those throughout the year. You know what? One thing I kind of forgot to mention, I'm probably going to take a class over the summer after my study abroad ends, because I need to have a physics class done for the next semester. So yeah, I'm probably going to be in school for a short period of time during that as well. It's not going to be like a lot, I'm guessing, but I will have to take one class, so I mean that shouldn't be too bad. So if you guys have not seen the mining records already, this is where everything stands. I am at the rank 1 day and rank 1 week. I'm pretty sure this is a fake record. I don't think this person's actually free to play. Mikalaya 11 mil month. Actually, this could be legit. Maybe. I mean, that's not that crazy, 187 EHP, but these stats are kind of odd. This person definitely could be free to play. I don't really know. But this is definitely new. I haven't seen this. Anyway, yeah, so I'm currently rank 1 day just by 10k XP. Orbron did a day before. It wasn't a 30-hour. Neither was this. This was just my first day of this week that I did. 5.8 mil. This is about 90 EHP exactly. Pretty sure. Yeah. At first I was going to go for 100 EHP, but I kind of messed up. I had a few things I had to do that week and I didn't realize it, so I didn't get much sleep near the end, but I managed to squeeze out a 90 week, which I am content with. So, but I kind of want to do at least like a 25 EHP day for mining at some point. Yeah, so as for the month, I don't really know what I'm going to do for this. If I'm going to, I kind of want to set records for every like long-term skill I do, just so there's something there on the CML records page for people to try and beat in the future. My fishing, I did it with fishing, if you didn't know already. I had, I should say, the rank 1 day, week, month, and year, but mid-level skill beat my day. My day wasn't too impressive. He also did a 30-hour. He beat it by 80k XP, so about an hour, 1 EHP. He did the exact same method I did, so it's not like he was doing some sort of cooking and fishing method. We did the exact same thing. Anyway, I don't think he beat my 5 minute. No, he didn't. I'm pretty sure my year is still intact also, maybe. Yeah, definitely. 181 mil year, yeah, so. Yep. So I could be wrong, but this video might be getting a little long. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here. One thing actually I want to mention before I end it is next week we're going to be doing a free-to-play podcast. I'm guessing actually on Friday next week, hopefully. We have a bit of a lineup of people, so it's going to be good. If you guys have any questions for us, I will list off the people that are going to be on the podcast if you want to ask them anything specific about their account. Nobody has actually done that yet. I made a post on Twitter, and I got a few questions from Twitter, but thought I'd ask my YouTube channel as well. So people that are going to be on it, we got myself, Freckled Kid, Bargain, we got Tanner Dino, Cold Fingers, and we're going to have mid-level Skilla over text, so he's not going to be actually in voice, but we're going to have something special for Min, don't worry. So yeah, if you have any questions for any of us, seriously though, if you want to ask Min a question, you can ask him a question, because he's kind of a mysterious person, so you can get a bit of an AMA out of him if you really wanted to. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.